Hi friends and dear students, I am Ashok Kumar Sharma, the chairman of People Welfare Foundation and the director of AK Study Center, master of Indian history and world history and a health and wellness advisor. Yes, one of the great important things of industrial revolutions. In industrial revolution, questions are asked by the students that actually tell the conditions of the women and conditions of the children during the time of industrial revolution. That it is the normal that all the times the weaker sections like weaker section of peasants and laborers, women, children and sometimes old, they are exploited much. So, and no doubt also there is great exploitation in the time of industrial revolution because the women are exploited, children are also exploited, but one difference that is that now something little a bit extend the dependency of women has been eliminated from man because the industrial revolution demanded women working in the factories on account of working in the factories dependency, economic dependency and has been decreased from men of the women and little extent the self-esteem, the self-respect of women has developed. This is the positive things we can see, but women were also demanded by the industrialists or was demanded by the industrial revolution because women were thus easy target, were utilized as a cheap cost laborer, so they were asked, they were preferred by the industrialists, and children were also preferred because children were not aware their rights because the children used not to participate in this movement against of this industrialist and actually on account of very low cost children were ready to work in the factories and sometimes there was a lethal accident in the factories like sometimes lethal deaths occurred to the children's and women's also children's were not so much united and children's did not had so much unity or union voices, so children were easy target by the industrialists and utilized worked in the factories by very and low wages, low salaries, and also sometimes the shape of the children was so small that in a very and congested place, short place, children could just like move, children could do movement from one place to another place, one corner to another place, going one machine to another machine to their work efficiently, sometimes while being exhaustive work and tedious work, children used to be tired and having lack of sleep, they used to and just like used to got lethal accident. Sometimes their bodies, fingers and heads, and they went just like they trapped into the machines and their body parts were cut into pieces and went to the lethal death. It was very disgusting and inhumanistic thinking, sir. And on account of also in this way bit discussion movement was going on by the protesters and middle class and worker class movements was going on because during the time of the industrial revolution the working hour was very lengthy, very exhaustive, like more than 12 hours. It was very exhaustive and very and tedious, so movement was going on just like for eliminating the working hours. Finally one law has been passed, 10-hour act. In that 10-hour act actually working hour has been eliminated from 12 hours to 10 hours. Now the working hours was 10 hours, so it was told that 10-hour act, it was held in England, in Britain during the time of industrial revolution. Yes, you can see that industrial revolution took place and industrial revolution iron, especially when iron was utilized and iron was utilized in train and railway system, railway track and railway. When iron was utilized and the invention of the railway started, then the second phase of industrial revolution enhanced and the second phase industrial revolution started in the second phase. it boomed and it also fastens or revolutionized the industrial revolution in the second phase after using the railway tracks and railway system. A little bit after the utilizing of steam engines. So railway invention of railway and utilizing of railway boomed and fastened the process of industrial revolution. And yes, industrial revolutions, modernization of the West started when the process of factory and manufacturing in the factory started to enhance. So this process enhanced factory, and also at great bad effect we can see nowadays, great bad impact of the industrial revolutions, that utilizing of chimneys, large amount of chimneys, and also on account of greater benefits developed their life or standard life of the people, but also polluted our environment like CFC gases, global warming, enhancement. This is the great output, great impact of the industrial revolution. Nowadays it is very warning issue for all over the world. We can understand also the root of global warming and environmental problem, पर्यावरण से संबंधित समस्याएं in industrial revolution. Yes, printing press you can say, and factory, and also just like enhance the pollution level, just like industrial revolutions. And nowadays we can see that sophistications in the industry, and this is the great and contribution of industrial revolution nowadays, that the development, the process of manufacturing anything in all over the world has been very revolutionized very fast. And nowadays modern innovative techniques and modern technologies has been utilized in robotic technologies, and revolutionized the manufacturing products, and just like solutions, the input cost of this. So this is a matter of thinking. Yes, we can see, and first utilization of the railway and wheels and steam engines and railway. How was the beginning of industrial revolution that day, and now we can see it is the first time period of the industrial railway utilization. Now it's a modern railway tracks, and also modern nowadays robotic. It is also the outcome of the industrial revolution, that it is utilization of the robots. Nowadays the robotic machines that revolutionized into way the production number of the productive production items, and just like decreased nowadays in many work and the input cost. Great boons. And also industrial during the time of the revolution, when the iron bridge played a great role in the development of a modern time, when first utilized the iron bridges in England, Britain. We can dot by. Actually in this video I would like to be till here. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel AK Study Center. Must subscribe our YouTube channel AK Study Center, and share our channel's link to other students so that they can get benefit. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.